Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get past these bars with Hook Beetle and Bombs by having a bomb go up and into the tunnel and hit a wall so that it hits the stone on the other side through the wall. The first thing we're going to do is hit this Boko, because it usually gets in the way, followed by killing these Keys, because they always get in the way. Now what we're going to do, we are going to stand right on this line right here. There's this first line closest to the door. You don't want to stand on that one. You want to stand on this second line right here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into position. I'm going to set the bomb down. As soon as I set the bomb down, I quickly go and get the quick beetle. It doesn't have to be a quick beetle, it has to be a beetle that has hook on it, so hook beetle or greater. You then want to grab it, preferably as high as possible without just flying over the bomb itself. If you go too low, you might not be able to get up into the tunnel quick enough. I go up and then I try to take this path as tight as possible. You can get pretty tight angles going into this tunnel. If you do it too bad, it might go really far out here and you might not be able to get to where you need to go in time. Then we continue. You want to get to, if you look at this line right here, there's this horizontal line that is going across the entire tunnel. You want to be about level with it or slightly lower than it. That is the height you need to be at. You can, I think, go higher, just you'll usually time out if you go too high, so I try to stay within this range right here. You want to get to the height you need to be at, then you want to level out because the beetle goes faster when it is perfectly level. So I go up, I go straight, and then I hit this wall. Now, it's kind of hard to tell where exactly I'm aiming for. A visual cue for this is you see this line, horizontal line, and this vertical line behind the leaves. You want to try and turn into this line right here. You actually turning the beetle into the wall seems to be more consistent, at least from my experience. So I turn into that real quick. Now let's get a better look at the terrain that we have here. This is the map of Skyview, and we can see on this side, it's not loaded here, but there would typically be a crystal right here. And this is the crystal we're trying to hit. So if we look at it from a bird's eye view, we can see that this is the crystal, and we need to hit it through this wall. Now, I told you to try and hit it on this line. This is that vertical line that I was showing before. You can see there's a nice vertical line that goes all the way down behind these leaves. This is where you need to try to be. Around this area right here. Now, I believe all you need to do is, you can see if you look very carefully on this section, there is this like line that goes here. There's another face right here, and another one that goes right here. So there are like 3 lines. They're split up right here and here. I believe all you have to do is hit somewhere on this wall. The closer to this center, the better, because it's as close as possible to the stone right here. So when you are trying to aim, you want to be basically in this box right here. If you're in this box, you have a pretty good chance of hitting it. I like to tilt into the wall, so like what I'll do is, if I just aim myself correctly, I will enter from about here. I aim towards this leaf right here, so I'm aiming this direction. I'll go forward, I'll go forward, and then right when I'm about to run into it, I'll quickly go off to the side and run into this wall. I just find it more consistent to do this, but this isn't the only way to do it. There are multiple spots you can hit on the wall and it will work. This has just been the most consistent for me, trying to hit this line right here. Very important, this line. You can be quite a bit down from it, but this is about the spot you want to be, and you should be good. So let's go over some more advice when it comes to actually getting this trick to work well. So the first thing is when you get to it, again, you want to stand directly on this line, right here. As soon as you grab it, you need to aim as high as possible, preferably. You can make some small mistakes. You might accidentally go slightly too low, or you won't take this corner quite as tight. You have a little bit of leeway of mistakes in order for you to fail the trick. So don't worry if you slightly mess it up. But try and aim as high as possible without flying over it. And immediately, as soon as you grab it, pull your Wii remote up so that you are going up as high as possible. And start to aim for, I like to aim for this like line that's right here. My beetle typically will be slightly to the right of that line. I believe on this attempt I was slightly too low on my bomb pickup, so I ended up going slightly more right than usual. In fact, I have to like do a little turn to the right even to like even out, like that little turn right there. But anyway, I finally get it into a correct position. You can see I'm about level with what I said. I am just on the bottom portion of this line right here, so I have a little bit of room to work with. Again, as soon as you get to the height you want to be at, you're going to want to level out your beetle so that it starts to fly faster. If you angle it even slightly up, it won't. It will just slow down quite a bit. So level out and run into that corner right there. This is the majority of the advice I have for this trick. I can do it pretty consistently. In fact, I believe I do it, I don't know how many times, 5 times in a row in this 3-minute video or 4-minute video. But it only takes me like 1 or 2 tries to get it on average. It just requires a little bit of practice. Now, a little disclaimer about one of the things I said is I've shown a very specific spot you want to hit the beetle in order to get it to work. There is a lot of area you can actually hit it on that wall. This is the most consistent spot. See, I went way too far to the left there, which is why it failed on this clip. But I believe I get it on this one, where I actually hit it where I want to. You can see on the first clip, I am really far to the left of this line. This line is right here, and I am all the way over here, so I am far from this line. But if we look at the next clip that I do, level out, I am hitting this line basically dead on. This is the line right here, and my beetle is in the middle of it. So this is a very good attempt that I did here. So that's what it comes down to, is hitting this line. You can even see that you don't have a lot of room to work on this side. This is that one face that you can see the line starts to go this way. So if I hit it basically anywhere over here, it's going to fail. But if I hit it over here, I'm good. And that's pretty much all the advice I have for this trick. It just needs some practice. I wouldn't recommend just watching this and being like, oh yeah, I can do this in a race. It might take you a couple tries. That's about it.